On this episode of Bite Sized, we are watching and discussing the second scene of the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon. For those of you watching along at home, that's from 1 minute and 22 seconds to 3:08. And now, on to the episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Bite Sized. If this is your first episode, here's what's going on. My name's Ben. I am your host.
And I'm Sarah, and I'm also your host.
Yeah, and I just realized I'm doing this. We'll fix that another time.
We are people talking into a mic, and you are listening.
We do this all the time, and we're good at it, and we're used to it. And we're watching the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon.
New Moon.
One scene at a time. We take about 2-ish minutes of the movie New Moon, and we talk about it for about a half hour. This is the first time we've recorded an episode as equals.
Yeah.
Without a guest. It's just normally.
It's just the two of us.
If it's just the two of us, you've been my guest, but now you are my co-equal co-host.
Well, how's it feel?
Feels great.
How's it feel to share the pedestal?
It's wonderful. There's a lot of room up here. It's a big pedestal.
It's great. The view is gorgeous.
Yeah, we're elevated about 6 inches off the ground.
Yeah.
I completely botched my intro, and maybe we'll work out some kinks before we record the next episode in about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But we're getting there. We're learning together.
Yeah.
Sarah, we watched the second scene of New Moon.
We did.
And let's just get into it right now.
Yeah, let's get right into it.
Yeah, Bella bursts out of the trees into a clearing. That I feel like we saw a few times in the movie Twilight. Bella comes to this clearing a lot, sort of in her dreams and her fantasies. Mm-hmm. This is sort of her mind palace, her happy place. I don't know. How would you describe it?
Well, I mean, it is. I believe it's a real place. I mean, in this instance,
I'm assuming so.
In this instance, it's a dream, but like it is. I don't know, a place of romance, a place of innocence, a place of comfort.
There's at least one scene in the first Twilight film just called Twilight. At least one scene where Edward and Bella are laying in this very clearing, just sort of looking into each other's eyes, trying not to think about all the bugs that are crawling into their pants.
And that's love. Did you not have a moment as a teen of just sitting in a grassy area with a bunch of flowers, just being in love?
No, mainly because where I grew up is too wet for that.
Ah, that's fair.
Maybe had a moment like that next to a ditch.
Not quite as romantic.
Not really. Not a lovely forest clearing full of purple flowers.
Okay.
There was some muddy water.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you wanted like a bog girl.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where you take your bog girl.
Yeah, that's where I took my swamp wife.
Swamp wife to the ditch.
Yeah, we got marsh married. It was a lot of fun.
No, I definitely remember, at least in high school, actually the very first date I ever went on with my high school boyfriend was at like this big park near us, and we had like a nice like lay in the grass, and it was like, wow, this is so romantic. Just two people looking at the clouds, and then we made out.
Oh no!
Oh, scandalous!
How scandalous! Trey, scandalous!
I know. So this is Bella's happy place.
Yeah, this is, and we're gonna see her come here again, sort of in her dreams and her thoughts. But right now, she just ran into some trees, out of some trees. Right? I forget. We're not discussing the previous scene. It's just this scene. Yeah, I mean we can because the listener just heard it.
That's fair. Oh, you're right. Well, she just ran all the way from unknown location, maybe Italy, all the way to Forks.
Yeah, she ran straight from a flash forward through a forest into a dream sequence.
Flash forward to the present in a dream. That's how fast she was running. She broke reality.
She ran essentially back in time.
Wow.
From the end of the movie to the start of the movie.
Women are so powerful.
That's what I keep saying.
Yeah.
I'm glad you finally agree with me.
Yeah. I've been arguing with you for weeks. Women aren't powerful.
You've always been telling me that there are just women can't do anything.
And women can run from the end of a movie to the beginning of a movie.
Absolutely. I'm so glad we got this figured out for you now.
Now that we're equals.
About 1 month before you get married to a woman. There's a bunch of purple flowers there. Purple is sort of Bella's color. I don't really have anything from that other than it's the color of her. Purple is a recurring color for Bella.
Is it?
Well, it's the color of the bedspread that Charlie gave her. And now that I think about it, that's sort of the only other instance of Bella and purple that I can think of. But it's her thing now.
No, I tried to look online earlier today to see, like, is this a specific, like, kind of flower in the meadow? And basically everything I could find was from Reddit. Thank you, Twilight Reddit community. Basically saying, no, those aren't real flowers. They're just fake flowers that the production made for this. So people aren't really sure what they are. They're just generic prop flower.
Well, that's fine because we'll find out later, but this is a dream.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
It's all fake. None of it's real. Even the flowers
She's
are
not
fake.
Actually Bella Swan. She's Kristen Stewart.
Wait a minute.
Did you think this was just a documentary?
Wait. This is not what happens every day in Forks, Washington?
No, this is actually, to a certain extent, never happened in Forks, Washington.
Damn.
I'm sure someone in the history of Forks, Washington has run out of the trees into a clearing.
Yeah. At some point. And you know what? This episode's dedicated to them.
Yeah, this episode is brought to you by the city of Forks. They're not paying us, but one day they will.
One day.
That's a threat. We're going to extort the city of Forks, Washington.
We're coming for you, Forks, Washington.
We will only return the mayor's daughter if you meet our demands. She runs out into the clearing where she sees some flowers that aren't real and an older lady who's kind of dressed like her.
Yeah.
And they kind of move at the same time.
I'll admit, I didn't notice at first that they moved at the same time. I was telling you when we rewatched this, I think they do a pretty good job up front of keeping it pretty not obvious that it is her because they're so far away from each other, and she waves at Bella, and we just get the tail end of Bella with her hand up, so you don't. I didn't immediately pick up like, because they're doing the same thing. Like, well, she's waving. Of course she's waving back.
Right.
She's very polite.
That's what a nice girl does.
Exactly.
We see old Bella raise her hand and start to wave, and we cut back, and young Bella already has her hand raised.
Exactly.
So clearly they would have done it at the same time. And like when they walk towards each other, it's not like one of them starts walking before the other one. Either neither of them are walking or they're both walking towards each other. So that was nice. That was a good little touch.
I was thinking if this was edited slightly differently and a different music, this would make like such a good horror movie scene.
Oh, yeah.
Of like how unbelievably creepy it is that you're walking towards this person and do not realize that it's actually you.
Interesting.
I'm like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, make it a little less bright, less sunshiny, like a little like violin underscore or something.
She sees the old lady and her first thought is, Grandma?
Gran?
She doesn't say it. It's just sort of the disembodied echoing voice of Bella saying, Grandma. It's fortunate for Bella that she's going to grow up to look exactly like one of her grandmothers.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would just be some stranger in the meadow.
She comes into this unbelievably calm. Just like, Grandma's here. Okay.
But you got to remember it is a dream where you just sort of accept things that happen.
Yeah, you do just accept stuff.
You don't really question.
I guess that's fair.
That old lady is my grandmother. I just know this.
Yeah. Gran rose from the dead. Came to hang out in my meadow. She's on my turf.
Yeah, hanging out with the purple flowers, and she's waving at the exact same time as me.
Wow, that's so polite of her to want to copy me. That's so sweet.
She's a very thoughtful woman, your grandmother.
Yeah.
She's sending you $5 every year on your birthday.
And then I'm sending her $5, but she's me. So girl math, I made $10.
You're sending $5 back in time to yourself. Because of inflation, that $5 that you're sending to yourself is worth more in the past.
Girl math.
It's good investment.
Investment banking and girl math combined.
And that's how the stock market works, I think. Edward does walk in. He's wearing a suit that you didn't understand.
I don't understand it. I put in my notes, what is the suit coat Edward is wearing? The shoulders look funky. Why it funky?
Yeah, so he's wearing, I tried to get a good look at this, and I'll see if I can pull up a good look at it as we are recording. He's wearing I'd say a black double-breasted sort of worsted wool suit jacket, but the sort of upper half of the collar, I guess, before the lapels, that's the collar, is a darker black, and it looks to be like a velvet, I think. So it's not quite a dinner jacket, but it is something along those lines. I don't think that's tweed. I think that's just a wool suit, and he's wearing like a black sweater under it.
And this is Bella's dream
Yeah.
of him.
Yeah. He's a fancy lad.
Bella picked such a fancy, intricate coat that I have never seen anything like it before.
And that we've never seen him wear. I feel like for most of the movie Twilight, other than the prom scene where he was understandably in a suit.
Yeah, which makes sense.
I mean, he was handsome and well dressed, but he was more of like an Abercrombie and Fitch mannequin.
Yeah, he could be a Hollister model.
He was never Mr. Formal.
Yeah. This is especially formal for a 17-year-old girl. Well, now about to be 18.
Right.
18-year-old girl being like, if I had to picture my boyfriend in the perfect outfit, it's this one.
Double-breasted, black suit, black on black.
Which, I wonder then where she got the inspiration, because Charlie's not wearing that.
Probably a funeral.
Oh,
I wonder, is that it? Did I actually stumble on some symbolism there?
yeah?
Because dressed in all black, I mean, that is traditionally mourning colors.
Oh, because he's dead.
But she's also going to die.
Yeah.
Because we're learning later this is her. Is Twilight actually is New Moon art?
Wait a minute.
Is it secretly
Is this
the greatest
good?
movie ever made?
Is this culture?
Yeah, I mean, it is.
It's, wow, it goes deep. And the purple,
Yeah.
purple.
It's purpling. It is there. He starts to walk out into the sunny clearing, and she says,
Edward, don't. She'll see you.
Grandma sees the vampire. Who knows what's going to happen?
Oh, she's gonna fall on her knees and start speaking in tongues, or try to purge the demon.
Yeah, just immediately stab him with a stake.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Again, it doesn't make a ton of sense, but it's a dream, so we can't really question any. It kind of sucks that we can't really ask any questions of this scene because it's just a dream.
I do get it though, in the sense that nobody really knows that the Cullens are vampires.
Right.
So, she probably just doesn't want him to reveal his secret accidentally.
Yeah, she's sort of been tasked with keeping this secret for them.
So Edward, what the fuck are you doing? Slow down, bud. My grandmother is right there.
But I mean, that's just more foreshadowing because we know what's going to happen later in the movie is that he's going to step out into the sunlight.
Oh.
This is actually, the more I think about it, the more I'm genuinely into this scene.
Wait a second. This is good art. He's going to do this later.
I have long said that I think New Moon is the best of the Twilight movies.
That's what I hear from the Twilight fandom, is that New Moon is a lot of people's favorite.
I really we talked about this on the last episode that you and I recorded a month and a half ago, so I'm sure you've forgotten.
Oh my God. Behind the scenes. Yeah, that was a month and a half ago.
I'm a fan of the director of this movie. I've seen a lot of his other work, and I like what he's done, and I think he did a really good job. I think he made a lot of interesting choices with this movie.
Well, talk at the end of this scene. I really like the ending of this scene. I think it's
I'm
very
not just
good.
saying that because I want him to be on this show and I want to butter him up. I do. Chris, if you're listening, hit me up. But he does step out into the sun and he sparkles because he's a vampire, and they do that.
And it looks silly.
A little bit.
I just can't take it seriously.
Why is that?
And I know, what do you mean, why is that?
Why is that?
You looking at him.
What I mean by why is that is this is the podcast and we got to talk about stuff.
And we got to talk about stuff. Listen, it just looks like he had a night at the club.
It does.
And he just rubbed glitter on his face and stepped out into the sun.
It looks like he accidentally wandered through a pride parade.
Yeah.
And didn't realize it.
Ally.
He is an ally is the thing.
Oh my God.
I think I've said on this show before, I like it in concept.
Yeah.
The sparkly vampire thing, because I like that, Stephenie Meyer clearly put a lot of thought into what established vampire lore she wanted to keep and what she wanted to step away from. And we all know vampires can't go out in the sun, and normally that's understood as they'll burn up and die.
Yeah.
And I like that she found a different way for being in the sun to be a danger to vampires.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting.
It makes them a fun disco ball that says, look at me, look at me, look at me.
Basically,
I'm right here.
it alerts everyone around you, hey, I'm a monster, kill me.
Oh, deep.
I think that's a good idea. It's a good concept that I don't think really... I mean, obviously, the movies never get in depth about it. You never hear Carlisle or whatever talking about how, you're doomed to isolation for the rest of your life. And I think it is, overshadowed by the immediate knee-jerk reaction of America at large to sparkly vampire is dumb.
Yeah, wow, but that's stupid. Why he sparkle? Monster don't sparkle.
Oh, do he sparkle because he gay? I'm every man in 2006.
Hey, but you know what? Robert Pattinson's hotter than you'll ever be.
That's true. He can sparkle for any reason he wants
being
to.
collective every man in America, not you, Ben Aber, specifically.
Well, and we're not wrong about that also.
But you said it, not me.
Yeah. He sparkles, but everyone's just sort of cool with it.
Everyone's fine. Grandma's not freaking out. Bella is much calmer about it than you would think. She's just like, yeah, okay.
Well, it's a dream.
Yeah.
So
God,
nothing matters.
Nothing. You know what? And that's the show, everybody. If you had to give this episode a name.
That's it. It was a dream. That's all. Oh, you just woke up to Kitty Cat.
Oh, sorry, Kitty Cat.
You laughed so loud.
I'm just so entertained.
Edward takes Bella by the hand. He seems to be, he knows what's going on. He's a lot more confident in the situation than Bella is. And he walks her out, guides her into sort of the middle of the clearing. Mm-hmm. They meet in the middle of the clearing, and Bella starts to speak, but her voice is coming out of the old lady.
Yes, I literally gasped.
That's good.
I literally went, oh, no.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I didn't think her voice was coming out of the old lady. I thought the old lady was just mouthing along with her.
Yeah.
More so like she's talking, but nothing's coming out.
Right.
Because, they share one voice. But I literally gasped. It was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so well done.
She's talking like, the old lady's talking like young Bella.
Yeah.
Because, spoiler alert,
what?
listener, have you figured out the twist?
Okay, we'll give you a second. Oh.
Old lady is old Bella.
I thought this was really well done.
It was nice.
And that's why I said I think this could be a horror scene if edited differently.
Definitely.
Like it's got a good twist to it.
Right.
It's creepy. It's a little unnerving to be like, whoa, hey, wait a minute, that's me?
So what is the horror move? What's the horror part? That just I'm old all of a sudden?
I don't know, that you think it's a different person, but then it's actually you?
Sort of like...
Because, how unnerving would it be to be walking up to somebody and then not realize it's just you?
So it's like an Us situation.
Yeah, kind of.
Jordan Peele's Us, where you have a doppelganger who wants to kill you and take your place in the overworld.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
I think this could be the Us prequel.
Okay. Them.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Well, no,
I'm sure that
him's
already
coming
is one.
out, but them is not one.
No, but them is.
Yeah, they slash them.
They do slash them.
Megan has seen that movie. Apparently it's not good.
No.
I know.
What?
I know.
We
wanted it to be good. I know.
Based on everything I know about it.
We love horror.
I guess Bella starts to realize something is afoot with this old lady. Because she reaches out.
She reaches her hand out.
A finger.
And touches.
Like E.T.
Did you notice? I noticed it just on the last rewatch we just did. That they're never in the same shot together.
I don't think so.
No, they're never. Even when they're doing like the finger like back and forth.
You never see their two hands touching at the same time?
But you don't see like their two faces.
Right. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Shot. But like it's always like as if, they were not on set at the same time.
Right.
Of just a boop.
Right. But we do see at this ding.
Yeah.
Is where, because eventually we're about to pull back and realize that we're in a mirror. Mm-hmm. That I assume the old lady, she wasn't in the mirror the whole time. We would have seen the mirror.
Yeah.
But at some point the mirror comes in. Right. And we transform into what we'll call the mirror world. Mm-hmm. And it's at that ding where they sort of become Bella and Mirror Bella. And is it the first time we see two of them, even if it's just certain body parts in the shot at the same time? And then after that we do, but we see like old Bella and her reflection in the mirror. Is Edward in the mirror?
No, because vampire. Wait, I genuinely do not remember the lore of this world. Do vampires have reflections?
I don't remember.
In this world?
I don't. This is something that I should have thought to look at while we were watching the clip in preparation.
Remember.
But do we see...
Wait, yeah. Can you rewind real quick?
Okay. So I've got an image here. So most of the reflection of what would be Edward is blocked by Edward's body. But look at the hand.
Look at the hand.
Look at old Bella. Old Bella and Edward are holding hands in the real world, listener. But if you look at old Bella's hand in the mirror, you don't see Edward's hand.
There's no Edward there.
Touching it, which maybe confirms
that
God. Vampires, the mirror thing happens in this one too.
Lore drop.
But also it's just a dream.
But it's just a dream.
There may very well be scenes in past or future Twilight films where, Sarah.
Yeah.
We completely forgot.
What?
How did the last movie end? At the ballet studio.
Yeah.
She comes out of the closet and it's like a fun house with 1,000 different Jameses.
Oh yeah, because I did that one.
I think
that was my episode.
That's probably true.
No, it is probably true because we talked about James's love of cinema.
I believe you. I believe women. I remember that now. But we actually have firsthand proof that vampires in the Twilight world do appear in mirrors, but not in Bella's dream. But not in a dream,
because you know what? Maybe Bella just doesn't know all the rules, and her dream is operating off of like cultural knowledge of like, oh yeah, in books and stuff they don't have reflections, so maybe she's never thought about it. So in this dream, Edward doesn't have a reflection because her brain's like, well, yeah, I got to fill this in. That's probably what vampires are like in this world.
Interesting choice then, because they would have had to do some trickery to get Edward out of the reflection, especially with the hand.
Yeah.
So it's clearly at some point, our buddy Chris, made a choice.
Yeah.
He's not going to have a reflection just in this dream, even though vampires having a reflection is kind of a major point of the past film. Well, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch.
I love the pullback in this shot of like old Bella into the couple of Bella and Edward. I'm like, this is it's well done.
Yeah.
It's good cinema.
Just this movie in general, part of why I think it's the best Twilight movie is there's a lot of fun camera tricks like that and like directorial choices.
It's just interesting.
Right. A lot of interesting choices made by our good friend Chris, who will be on this show.
Yeah, Chris.
Probably next week.
I mean, I think it's part of.
I got to respond to his email.
This is going to be related, I swear. Megan and I love the Saw franchise.
Sure.
But the Saw franchise has a very specific language with its camera of like very fast motion blur, moving quickly sequences. And it's like, I appreciate that it has a style, like it's doing something. And I like that this movie is, at least this early on, like doing something, like it's doing something interesting. So
what I know about Chris Weitz is his last big movie as a director before this was The Golden Compass, which as I understand it is a lot of green screen, a lot of CG like characters. There's a big polar bear who's not really there. This, I would assume at the time, was probably like the highest budget movie he'd worked on. That was actually like pretty much entirely real people in real locations. And I get a lot of sense in watching this movie. Every time I watch it, I'm like, Chris is just trying a lot of things he's always wanted to try before. Because when is he going to get this opportunity again? I got all this money. Why the fuck not? I have the greatest cameras that Summit Entertainment can give me. Let's have fun. Let's do some stuff I've always wanted to try. And Chris, it pays off. Chris, we're really proud of you. Good job, Chris. Good job, bud. You did so good. We'll answer your email eventually, Chris. When I have time, Chris. Yeah, we're just so busy. Email after email after email. Stop bumping it. I get it. Bump. He's a necromancer. He's a necromancer? Oh, that's old forum language. Oh. In deep speak, the old language of the internet, a necromancer was someone who would find an old dead thread that no one had commented on for years and comment on it, so it bumped back up to the top of the forum. Oh, God. In all my time on forums, I never saw bringing a dead thread back to life. That was necromancy. Smart. I like that. I was real cool as a child. Hey, listen, I was on so many forums as a kid that I should not have been on. I actually found my login recently to my Futurama fan forum account that I made when I was in like 7th or 8th grade. And there I am just chatting along on the internet with folks who were definitely like 20 years my senior, talking about how much I love Futurama. So like, we all had our shit. When I was 17, I was an active poster on a forum that I'm sure still exists called ukuleleunderground.com. God bless you. Which was the #1 place on the internet to talk to, just other people who love the ukulele and playing it. I didn't know you played ukulele. I own 5 ukuleles. You own 5? How have we never talked about this? We have literally never talked about this in the years that I've known you. Only 3 of them are in Chicago. Oh. Yeah, I went through the other 2 are in museums. Yeah, exactly. Donated them. But it was pretty clear to me quickly that I was the only 17-year-old here, and all of these people are like 40s at the youngest. And I was just hanging out because I was homeschooled. I was used to that. I was used to hanging with moms. Yeah. Talking, just chatting with adults. And see, bring it back to the movie. This is like Edward and Bella, because Bella's so afraid of being so old in front of Edward, and who's 17 like I was. 17, and it's like, wow, 17 hanging out with this old person, what the fuck? Crazy. Although I know she's worried. She's turning 18, but she's acting as if she's about to turn like 75. Yeah. It's like,
I get when you're that young, 18 seems so old.
Right.
Of like, I don't know. I feel like 18 is such a big year when you're a kid. And now looking back, I'm like, well, I was a baby.
Yeah.
I didn't know fucking anything. But I can imagine being like looking back on 17 and thinking, when I'm 18, I'm going to be so old. I'm going to be like so mature.
Yeah, we're this scene, and we'll talk about it more in the next one. We're kicking off a movie of Bella just like being terrified of being old. Mm-hmm. And I guess I kind of get that because I used to be that way. But I found that
same.
like every sort of decade I enter, I'm like, yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah,
baby.
Keep this ride running.
My 30s are great.
I am loving being 30.
I'm sure 40s are going to be pretty cool too.
You could not pay me enough money to be 18 again.
We talked about this the last time you were on my couch, but if I was frozen forever in my senior year of high school, I would be miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather be stuck at 30.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday, Bella.
Edward says, happy birthday, Bella, confirming what we know. That's old Bella. We hear a knock, knock, knock. And that's it. The scene is over.
And then the scene's over.
Yeah.
What a good dream.
What a good scene.
Good scene. What a high definition dream, Bella.
Yeah.
Bella's dreaming in cinema.
She really is, with a lot of crazy cinematography.
Great camera tricks,
Good
great
synchronization.
good twists in
know.
her own dream. God.
I wish my dreams were that.
Bella, you could have been a writer.
Yeah. Boy, James could have been a director. Bella could have been a writer, if only.
Everyone could have been everything.
Anyone could have been anything else except what they actually were. Mm-hmm. And that's it. That's the scene. So if you had to give it a name, what would it be and why?
This is another thing. I was literally just thinking.
This is maybe another conversation we can have either on mic or off mic. Is my two favorite games, the name, the scene, and the end, are just all going to be you now, I guess.
Are you sure? Do you not want to name it?
Well, it's more fun if you do it.
Well, okay, because I do have a name.
I don't want to make you do it all the time.
Okay, great.
Well, this is a conversation we can have.
We can have this later. Yes, I have one.
Okay, what is it?
It's I'm looking at the me in the mirror.
I'm looking at the me in the mirror. How did you arrive at that?
It's a Michael Jackson song.
I'm looking at the me in the mirror. Who?
Parentheses, but not Edward.
But not Edward. We'll slip that one.
Yeah,
in
just
there
like if I can get like a subtitle.
You absolutely
in the episode.
can.
Great. What's the record for longest title?
Keenan gave me one that was so long it had to extend into the episode description.
What was Keenan's title?
Oh, you're going to make me open the Spotify app.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm just...
Okay, episode 31, the full name of that episode is episode 31, Alley-oops, or Hey, you get into my car, or that scene from RoboCop where he shoots the guy in the dick.
That is okay. I don't think mine's that long, but I'll take it.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the longest we've had so far, and we've had some pretty long, unwieldy titles. As if my guests are trying to punish me for the sin of having them on my show.
I'm looking at the me in the mirror (parentheses), but not Edward.
But not Edward. And that's it. That's the scene. Sarah Murphy. If people want to find you on social media, or find you in the city of Chicago, or find you when you're hiding, because you love to play hide and seek.
I do all the time. You can't catch me.
Where can they do such things as those?
You can find me online at Oops All Smurf. I'm mostly on Blue Sky these days. Here in Chicago, I'm not really doing a ton right now.
Yeah.
My improv groups are on like a little bit of a break. So, if you see me at a coffee shop or I don't know, just walking around with my wife, say hi.
Yeah, the next time you see Sarah falling down some stairs, let her know you like the show.
Exactly.
If you want to follow the show on social media, you can do so at bitesizedpod_ on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, or bitesizedpod _ on Tumblr. If you're hearing this, it means we're posting episodes again, which means I'm posting content there regularly.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You can send an email to the show at myfavoritetwilightpodcast@gmail.com. All that information and more available at twilightpodcast.com. You can also go to patreon.com/twilightpodcast, where as of the release of this episode, there will probably be stuff there.
So much stuff.
Currently, there's not, but you exist in the future.
You're in the future. How is it? How is the future? Is it
Please
good?
let us know if you like the Patreon episodes. It's a mere $5 a month.
Yeah.
And you get some good stuff.
You get fun stuff.
What's happening in the Patreon, you ask? Well, here I answer. We got a side show, a little bonus series called Bite Sized Presents, where we are watching the films that the Twilight stars, Kristen Stewart, Robert Pattinson, and Taylor Lautner were in before they were in Twilight, because that is a particular interest of mine. I love seeing stars before they were stars in little roles. We just watched the movie Zathura, A Space Adventure. We are soon, as we record this, next going to watch Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D.
Yes.
And we will actually be watching it in 3D with red and blue 3D glasses as intended.
Yeah.
It's a very fun series that I enjoy. You get to hear me, you get to hear Sarah, you get to hear Editor Ben Oxshire.
Editor Ben is there.
It's a good time. A good time is had by all, including you, the listeners. That's four of us. I mean, the three of us are having a good time.
Yeah, I'm having a great time if you're not.
So if the listeners are not having a good time, that's just 1 out of 4. 75% of people.
Yes, 3 out of 4 people.
A solid
recommend.
C. Bite-sized presents. If you want to reach out to the show, you can send an email to the email address I already said, or send me a message on social media, like all the people who sent me the Instagram reel of actor Skylar Gisondo talking about how much he loves Twilight and being like, you should have him on the show.
Aww.
And guys, thank you, but you overestimate the reach of this podcast.
Hey, no, listen, if they harass him enough.
If that's true, if you people
Bite-sized fans, we release you out into the world.
He was just in Superman. He's got his own Jimmy Olsen series coming up. That guy's successful.
Bite-sized fans are passionate.
Women can do anything.
Women can do anything.
Yeah. Thank you to my editor, Ben Oxshire, for putting this show together. Thank you to the band Swimwear Department for letting us use their song Mauled to Death as our theme. Shout out to all my pohos still at ukuleleunderground.com.
Woo!
Let me know if you're still there. And that is it. That is all we have for today. As we always say at the end of every episode,
Happy birthday, Bella!
Happy birthday, Bella. See you next time.
I don't know what our fandom is called, but they're passionate. They can do anything they set their mind to.
You know, we need to come up with a good name for our fans. Biters is not good.
No.
Sizeys is worse, I think.
Little biters. Little biters.
Size queens? that will certainly get cut out.
Listen, we'll brainstorm on this.